My name is Michael Weiner. I'm from Oregon in the northwest part of the United States. And I work as a healer and a researcher in healthcare and an author. Been working for 26 years in the field.
Okay. What did you specialize in originally?
My degree is my undergraduate degree was elementary education and psychology, and then I went into chiropractic and graduated from the chiropractic program, so yeah, I'm a doctor of chiropractic. But from the very beginning I was attempting to integrate all the different aspects of my experience, which is sort of what got me into chiropractic in the first place, was kind of curiosity about how my emotional experience and different parts of my energetic experience were integrated and influencing my physical body function, and then also, of course, observing other people and their physical and energetic interactions.
So there's kind of a gradual transition in a way.
Yeah, yeah. And initially it was more physically focused, but yeah, it was sort of a mission to explore the relationship between energy and physicality. So yeah, I went into chiropractic because it seemed like a good physical basis, and it turned out to be kind of a perfect arena for me to, again, learn a whole lot about physical body function, basics of anatomy, physiology, and all of that. A very intense program. It was perfect for me, and then at the same time developing my skills on an energy level, an emotional level through meditation and self-examination and so forth. So yeah, it was. And my goal in school was to come out of school with an actual process to tie, to be able to evaluate and treat people holistically right from the start. I never really resonated with just the pure physical control or manipulation of our bodies. It just, even back then, it just didn't seem like it was complete enough. And so I was already looking for how the spine was adapting to our experience, how our physiology was adapting, and trying to put it all together in the beginning. And yeah, even while I was in school, I remember having my first big aha experience when I was, even before I got into clinic, I I just had this realization of how to integrate all the pieces and how to treat people holistically right from the very beginning. And so I spent my entire student clinic experience actually refining my little aha. And so yeah, I was already, from the very beginning, was already working with how the emotions and the physiology were integrated. And
is there a specific point where you kind of recognized a kind of an awakening on an energetic level?
No, I've been following this path for a long time. Even in high school, I was looking at meditation and a little bit at yoga. In college, and more meditation, and then got involved with people who were doing kind of, I guess they'd be like psychic readings or something, but just developing energy skills to be able to read other people's energy and to read my own energy. And so that was always an interest from way back when, and even like when I was a young child, even anatomy books were already interesting to me, looking at pictures of the brain and stuff like that. So yeah, it was all there since the beginning, I think. Yeah, so I had some real deep interest, and it was really a passion for me from the very beginning. But yeah, then yeah, just kept developing.
Okay. We'll go backwards and forwards if that's okay with you. But
sure.
Could you just give us a basic overview of the fundamental process that you work with?
Yeah. So there's the process is an emotional based process of just being able to move through your experience. The idea is that we're having a very complex experience, many different levels of physical body, emotions, the mind, spiritual aspects, all different parts of our experience. And healing is about movement, and we really want to learn how to move through all the different aspects of our experience, so we evolve them. Anything we get attached to and identify with actually becomes an obstacle to that movement. And so, we need to develop methods of creating movement in every aspect of our energetic experience. Turns out that the emotional realm is like the central realm, like a technique for changing your thoughts, or for working on your communication skills, or for developing your physical body, say through exercise or something, or diet, or lifestyle changes. That's all good, but that doesn't do anything for the emotional part. The emotions need to be felt to be evolved. And what's interesting is there's two really, really big benefits to developing an emotional process. One is that that everything can actually be processed as an emotion. So while an emotion cannot be processed as a thought and have it actually transform, you can take a thought and actually go through it emotionally and transform it. It also applies to physical body issues. And then the other interesting thing is that our motivation, it really is, the energy of the motivation is emotionally based. And so by evolving our emotions, we change our motivation and get to evolve what we end up doing with our lives. And So yeah, the basic emotional process is learning how to focus on a feeling and move through it. And probably one of the things that got me going in this whole area was that I was having such an intense experience, but I didn't know it at the time, that I needed to make sense of the emotions, and it turned out because I was feeling everybody else so strongly that I didn't really know. A lot of feelings I didn't realize were other people's feelings, and I'd lived them out as if they were my own. So I actually did have to develop this emotional process for my own benefit to accurately discern what's mine and what's not mine. And I realized then that, yeah, we can only process through our own issues, and if we've engaged with somebody else's issues, we actually have engaged through some of our own energetic issues that need to be evolved, so that we can have our own energy in our space, which turns out to be the healthiest way to be.
There's two aspects to what I want to ask you. I mean, there's the book which I've been reading through, which is fabulous, and it's kind of accessible. I find it an easy read, in the most positive sense of the term, easy read. It just kind of carries me along, and it makes sense. It's almost like reminding me of what I should know.
That's great.
But you also work on people energetically. Can you just talk about the two aspects, the two sub-aspects there?
Yeah. So the book and teaching that I do usually relates, to teaching people how to develop their own emotional process, and then all the intricacies of that, especially how we interact with other people, so that we can take care of ourselves, and take care of ourselves in relationship to other people. Great that the book is useful to you. It's fantastic. I'm happy to hear that. The process that I do with people, hands-on work, is it's similar but different. The mechanics of it are very different. We're trying to read people's energy and access deep unresolved patterns, and then again really to activate. And a lot of the patterns that I can see are not active enough so that people can participate in the process. So I'll use different ways to activate those patterns. And then I'm actually doing the emotional process that I teach people to do, but I'm doing it when I work with people. So like when we stimulate a person's energy, we can activate the issues, and I become aware of the issues, and then I focus on their energy and separate from external energy, and guide people through energetically through the relaxation process that really is what creates healing. So yeah, I end up doing the process with people's energy in the hands-on work, and we can go into areas that I'm aware of that most people don't have awareness of, like the chakras or the out-of-body chakras or the energy bodies, or even to the levels of the DNA and the genetic programming, and the atomic energy is very accessible. But there's lots and lots of other levels of energy that most people don't have as a daily awareness or recognition. They might have awareness of something going on, but not recognize that it, say, is coming from their true self or their soul energy. And so we can tap into that and activate it, and then I guide people through that in a hands-on session.